eyes on the flag stands, and here we go, green. It's day 2, but it really feels like opening day. It's like Christmas, and they say, we're not going to do it until the 26th, and you have to wait until the afternoon. It's the afternoon of the 26th, Hinch. Let's go.
Yeah, you're not getting up at 7 a.m. to open those presents. We've made you guys wait, but we are finally there. And unlike yesterday, where we did see cars on track briefly, we knew the rain was coming. We knew that it was likely. We weren't getting a lot of running. We got maybe a little less than even we were expecting. But now the sun is shining, the track is dry, cars are rolling, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot of green flag running all the way to the extended hour of 7 p.m. tonight. As Alex Rossi said, as a few others said, lots of pack running expected here shortly. I think a lot of drivers will go out there, Kev. You see most of them not doing install checks. The cars ran yesterday. They wouldn't have done much to them overnight because it's not like you had a lot of data to go through. You're not throwing a ton of setup changes at the thing after 10 or 12 laps. So these cars can get out there, get their baseline runs done, feel where the car's at, and then start making small changes, filling the car up with fuel, throwing on a new set of Firestones, of which they have plenty with all the rain, and start doing some group running. This guy, Kyle Larson, now out here for his first laps of the day, starting to get into the groove. As you can see, not quite the commitment that some of those veterans have into turn 1 this early, but he'll get there based on what we saw in the open test. He was not afraid to mix it up in traffic early. Larson getting comfortable very quickly.
So normally on an Indy 500 practice day, the beginning and the end are busy, but you can find a lot of open track throughout the day. That's going to be harder. How does that impact someone like Larson that would just still like to, I assume, spend a little more time getting comfortable with what the car does and what he wants it to do?
I mean, look, you say that's what he would like. He could try to find that right now. There are gaps on the racetrack, but he's stuck in it. He's making himself a feature in this traffic running.
Look at that.
Oh, look, and he just goes up to the top, 224.
Well, that might be the other side of it. Larson says, throw me in the deep end. I need to learn how to race in traffic. And that's what he said after the open test, is that I'm okay on my own, but I need to know what it feels like behind someone else, because that's what the race is about. Lap 1 in Angst is the fastest for Kyle Larson.
And that's just it, Kev. I mean, you've got to be good in the race. You've got to be good in traffic. And, yeah, immediately he's showing that comfort as he's getting lined up for a pass there. Into turn 1, Colin Herta going by.
Be right on board with last year's winner, Joseph Newgarden, working his way up to speed.
Let's take a look at that telemetry. A little bit of a breathe there from Newgarden. Still keeping it up there in top gear. He's getting a nice tow from this pack in front of him. There are 18 cars on track right now. I think 16 of them are in front of Joseph at the moment, creating a train and creating a big hole in the air. Wouldn't surprise me if we see a big time coming out of the number 2 here in the next lap or so. Up to 6, if he can keep it flat here through 1, he's getting closer to that draft. Again, he's still just hanging it out there in top gear. He's not even having to downshift in the corners. That's the kind of help that he's getting from that air. Scott Dixon's jumped up to the top with a 225.2. He was your fastest driver yesterday, and he's kind of at the back third of this group right now. And you'll notice on his dashboard the big 5 right in the middle of the screen there. That's the gear. Running around in 5th gear. When we were on board with Newgarden earlier, you saw him running around in 6th. Difference being, Joseph had a big draft in front of him. Alex running out there in clean air. Normally that's how the gear stacks line up. When you're leading out in front, you're going to be in 5th gear. Whereas 6th gear is a little bit more of a tow gear. And for pulling up on cars and racing, you'll probably see him pull 6 there. And there you go.
As he passes Felix Rosenquist into turn 1.
It looks like Rasmussen is right behind him in that 33. His boss, Ed Carpenter, in the 20 that he's normally in charge of. 3rd in line there with Castroneva as 4th. Here goes Rasmussen down the inside of Ericsson. Ericsson looks like he's battling a little bit of understeer right now, but as Rasmussen looks to the front, I want to show you guys a little moment earlier before we went down to that interview with Chris Wheeler. This is Colton Herta, the white and yellow, and the white, yellow, and black. You see down the inside, Rasmussen goes, but Herta decides to hang it on the outside. I was giving Rasmussen credit earlier for being the guy that would put half a car width on the outside. Colton just made that a two-lane racetrack.
That is interesting. Good catch. I was watching the car ahead.
This is a guy who's in his first 500. As we see the yellow flag fall now, unfortunately, this one's not a track inspection, Kev.
Conditions is the report, although we see still sunshine out there.
Ever heard of a sun shower?
Yep.
It happens.
Yep. And again, it might be cloudy and raining a couple miles away somewhere on this facility.
You see Agustin Canapino 32nd on the overall chart, second on the no-toe. But again, a lot of these cars have not actually done a lap without another car more than 10 seconds in front. So it's again, very, very tough to gauge. You can set that filter to different lengths of time to try to get a little bit of a sense still of where people are. Let's say if it was 8 seconds or even 6 seconds. But ultimately, we're not going to really know that competitive order until everyone starts doing cleaner runs and qualifying trim. I mean, starting tomorrow, but as we also already mentioned, Kevin, when we get that extra boost, sometimes one engine manufacturer over another has a bit of an advantage. So even the fast Friday, or sorry, even the Thursday times might not matter. It's really fast Friday that gives you the full picture.
Hi folks, Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.